Hello and welcome to another episode of In the Scope with Sniper Jones. Today, I got a very special guest, somebody I've been knowing for a long time now, man. One of the smoothest dudes on the internet. A lot of cars, a lot of muscles these days. He's been in the gym, he's been working, but more importantly, man, I watched this dude grow. I think when I met him, he was only about like 22 years old, 21 years old, and to see what he's been able to do in such short time is nothing short of amazing. Give it up for my dog, Avery B, a.k.a. AB. What's the word, brother?
Appreciate that introduction.
Yes, sir.
That's crazy, bro. We knew each other for a long time. This time be flying, bro.
It's been a minute. Let me get this out the way. We don't need this. But yeah, you're right. The first thing I told you when you pulled up to the studio was like, damn, first off, it's been a minute. Now, we kind of stay in touch a little bit on the phone. I might text you every now and then, just check up on you. I don't ask for nothing. I don't want nothing. Sometimes I just want to make sure you're good because obviously you put yourself in a position where you've been able to accomplish a lot. And we know what come with that. It's a lot of motherfuckers always asking for something. You're responsible for a lot of people. I try my best just to be like, yo, you good? How life been? I bet I hit you later. You know what I'm saying? Like how's everything been for you after the success and all the things you've been able to do? What's changed around you?
Everything changed, bro. Nothing stays the same. You know, if you want to go to another level, bro, you got to change. You know what I mean? If you want to stay the same, everything gonna stay the same. So I know you just like me, bro.
Yep.
We want to keep elevating, keep growing. And if you want to keep growing, bro, you just gotta. I love it though. You know what I mean? Like ultimately, bro, I can never complain about nothing that happened. Either it's good or bad, it don't matter. You know what I mean? Because it's always gonna trend towards the growth aspect. It's been lit, bro. Like
talk about
I
it.
love it. You know what I mean? Like every challenge really like it just makes sense in the long run. Like it's crazy to say that like the hardships is fun.
Yep.
But it adds to the storyline.
100%.
You know what I mean?
And I just see the maturity, bro. Like, even the way that you look at things, a lot of times people look back in their 30s or sometimes even in their 40s and they realize what you saying right now, they realize it a lot later. The fact that you this young and you realize, like, the ups and downs is a part of the story. You got to enjoy this shit because it goes by fast. And it's so worth it. Everything that happens within your journey is super important. For me, man, I think that what's impressive about you the most, and we're going to get into it, is not only have you been able to continue to grow over this time, but you stayed the same. Yeah. That's not normal. I hit you, though we don't talk all the time, it's like we don't miss a beat. It's genuine. It's a lot of love. So let's start from the top, man. AB, if I'm not mistaken, right, you grew up in Decatur? 100%. Decatur, Georgia. What was it like for you, man, growing up in Decatur, siblings, everyday life? Like, what was that life like for you?
I was the youngest child. Like, I was always – it's crazy. I just made a video about this, bro. Like, I was always the underdog in everything.
That explained a lot. That explained a lot.
Yeah, bro, I be telling people, if you're the underdog, bro, you might not like it right now, but I guarantee it's going to be the best thing that ever happened to you. Like, I was always the shortest person in the class. Yep. I graduated at 17, so I was always the youngest in the class. Like, everything was like, you too.
Yep, 17,
so
bro.
You already know, you feel me? You know how this feel, bro. It's like when you the underdog growing up, it's always like you got a point to prove. But eventually, the playing fields level out. And when the playing fields level out, you're going to have so much of an advantage because you've been trying so hard to get to the same level that when you at the same level, you're going to be miles ahead of everybody. So I really grew up as the youngest sibling, really having to make my way. My brother and sister used to do their thing. They I never went to school with them for real.
Yep.
So they that much older than me.
So by the time they was out, you was just coming in. Makes sense.
I gotta find my way with stuff.
Yep.
It was a good type of hard, if that makes sense.
And you know, for you, Decatur is a special place in Atlanta. 100%. So many musical talents, actors, writers. Decatur is a very special place. Why? Why is Decatur such a hot spot in Atlanta? And what did coming from Decatur help you or mold you? Did it help in any way?
100%, bro. Everything. The way I talk, the way I act, the way I dress.
You straight Atlanta, bro.
For sure.
In a great way. Like, you know where AB from.
100%. Decatur, bro. You know what I mean? Everything greater than Decatur. You know what I'm saying? Decatur where is greater. That's what they say. Like, Decatur one of them parts where, like, it's OD Atlanta, even though it's not Atlanta, if you see what I'm saying.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Some of your favorite artists might be from Decatur.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean? Like you said, actors and stuff like that. It's just the hub, it's the mecca, bro. Like the schools, the culture, shit, the food. You know what I'm saying? Everything really come from them.
Could you ever see yourself living outside of Atlanta? It's so much a part of your identity. You got roots here. You got family here. Do a part of you ever be like, damn, maybe I've experienced all of Atlanta and maybe it's more for me outside? Or you just like, man, it's home. This is where I'm at.
I don't think you could ever experience everything. I definitely want to move out to come back in. I always want to come back here and settle down here. Like, I want my kids to be from here. I want them to experience this. But I definitely want to duck off real quick to experience something else to be uncomfortable.
Yeah. Man, one of the things that humbled me the most, I'm up late night, my wife, we in bed, I'm on my laptop, I'm doing research for this podcast, and she just like, what's all these videos you watching? Man, I go back to the beginning, and I literally watch you in the freezing cold walk to the bus, take the train, get off the train, take another bus to go work at UPS, and you're vlogging this, my nigga. People, and look, I told you before we started recording, this podcast is to not only get people to understand you better, but it's also I think the biggest gift we can give is inspiration. 100%. You inspired me off a video I seen of you maybe 7-8 years ago. 100%. The fact that you recorded this and you kind of put this out into the world, like, this is what I'm doing now, but just wait. Just watch. You knew it. You know how that shit gave me chill. Like, you knew it. 1 million subs plus, any car you could think of, financially good. But you seen it when you was catching the bus and catching the train, nigga. That shit give me chills just having this conversation. Bring me back to that, AB. What was going on through your mind, and how bad did you want it at the time?
It's an understatement how bad did I want it, bro. As bad as anything, you know what I mean? Like, bro, coming up, how we came up, like, bro, in that situation right there that people don't know, bro, that was a bad situation. I mean, like, hot water ain't working. You know what I mean? I'm sleeping in a room. I'm damn near don't know when the time up in this room. Like, not living with my mama for real. You know what I mean? So it's on some shit like, that was an escape to create. Creation was an escape for me. You know what I mean? And I always told myself, I never knew what I was going to do, but I knew the work ethic was going to work with something. I never knew what it was going to be. You know what I mean? And it's crazy enough, at UPS is where I figured out that YouTube was going to be the thing. I remember I was on the back of the truck. And that's the crazy thing about that, bro. Yeah, I vlogged a half day. That wasn't even like a full. That was a weekend type. You know what I mean? Like a full day. Like, I go to school at 5 a.m. Like, that was a sleep in day where I went to work. I wake up at 4, walk to the bus, dark outside, go to school, get from school, go to work, leave work, come home. Like, it was crazy. You know what I mean? But all of that just primes you for where you gonna be. You know what I'm saying? Like, to the normal person, it's like, nah, I ain't doing that. But working at that capacity, bro, it helps you in the long run. You know what I mean?
And I think it also got a lot to do with, I think we met enough people that do content, and I think the people who actually got to experience what the real world is like, some niggas blew up on the internet when they was a teenager or before they had a real job, so they don't really know what it's like. Once you work a real job that you hate, you got that boss you don't like, you ain't got no time off, so you can't do shit. It gives you a greater passion, and you respect the shit that you built so much more, because you know if this don't work, you know what you're going back to. Some niggas oblivious to that. They just take it for granted. It should give you a different feel. Talk about that. Like, do you feel the same way?
100%, bro. That's why I'm happy and I'm glad, and I can look back at those times with a smile, because it's like everything that didn't work was actually working. It wasn't working for you because it was working on you type of vibe. Like, I love the hardships, because it's like, damn, bro, I needed that to understand where I am now. Like, I remember, like, quitting the job for the first time because YouTube was there. I'm like, damn, boy, this is it. Like, this is what we was grinding for real. So you can never forget that.
Looking at that journey, talking about that, what would that Avery B say to this Avery B, the guy who was still trying to figure out a way to make it happen through any circumstance? You still got it done. You still made an effort. Seeing everything you accomplished since that video or since that time in your life, what do you think that Avery B would say to this one?
He would have said, I told you.
Yeah.
Like you said, bro, you are, like, you know it's going to happen. Like, if you got that belief in yourself, it's only a matter of time for real. Like, if you stay on the same path, like, it's impossible to lose, bro.
Yeah.
It's impossible to lose if you never quit. You know what I mean? So he'd be like, I told you you're going to do that.
Was that something that you would also, like, tell people around you, maybe that was around you at the time? Like, listen, bro, like, it's only a matter of time.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
That's funny you mentioned that, bro. I worked a regular job for a very long time. Like I started doing YouTube at 23, so I was late. Especially now, you know, some of these kids is doing streaming at like 14 years old, 15 years old.
What year
that
was
2017. I started 2017.
early?
Yeah.
That's early in terms of years.
For sure.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you walk so
Yeah.
they can run for real. Like,
Nah, it was tough.
2017 is early.
But I still be, if I run into an old coworker or if they DM me and I check and I get a chance to see it, they be like, bro, in the break room, you told me.
Yeah.
I don't even remember that shit, but like I know they ain't lying because I used to always walk around with that. Like, it wasn't an arrogance, but it was just like, I spent so much time into this shit. Like you said, I knew growing up I was different. I didn't think I was better. I just knew something about me was different. I knew I was going to do something. I just didn't know what it was.
People around you was probably telling you that too.
Not exactly.
Really?
Because my environment, I'm from Cleveland. This ain't about me, it's about you. But my environment wasn't as like, even if you had something different, niggas won't tell you. It's crabbing a little bit more crab in the barrel. But I bring that just to say, man, I think it's very special when you in a situation where you might think you're on the brink of something and you believe it wholeheartedly. My next question is kind of similar to this one. Being in front of the camera almost seemed like natural to you, especially when I watch a lot of your older videos. Was YouTube always something that you wanted to do? And then if not, when did it come into the spectrum to you was like, I think I got something going with this?
No, it's crazy. I always was in front of the camera. I always was creating in front of the camera. Like, bro, I wish I never deleted a video.
Yeah.
My first video, truthfully, bro, I was probably like 11, like 10, 11.
You was young.
It's still a video on the internet right now. When I was dunking the basketball, I was probably like 12 years old. But it's videos before that where I get my cousins in the same room like, hey, you going to play this role, you going to play this role, we about to do this. And they'll do it, you know what I'm saying? And it was like that, but I never posted them.
Yeah.
It never was for like the outside world. It was always for me.
Yep.
I always did it for me. I never did it with like the expectation of something. I never did it for X, Y, and Z, whatever the reward was. It was always like, I love to create. I used to sit on the couch, sit on one end of the couch, cut it in the middle so I can have a twin on the other end. Like, I used to always like that type of stuff.
At that young, you was that creative.
100%. I used to love it, bro. But I think that came from as well, like, not having close siblings. Like,
Yeah.
I ain't had nobody to, hey, what we doing today? It's like, I had to be creative. I was a big wrestling fan.
Yeah.
So I had all the action figures. I used to go out in the hallway and line them up, and you know what I mean? Just boredom, you know what I mean? So that was like an escape for real.
That's funny you mentioned that, right? My next question has a lot to do with that. You said you're a big wrestling fan.
100%.
Now, you know, a lot of people might know, some people might not know, you know, you went to Bluefield College
100%.
out in Virginia.
Yeah.
Was it a wrestling scholarship or did you walk on?
Wrestling scholarship.
Wrestling scholarship. Now, AB, you one of the most, a lot of the videos we did was physical. We even 1v1 a couple times. You remember we did a 1v1 video?
Yeah.
You an athletic little motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie. You super fast and you strong as hell. But what got you into wrestling? Was it watching wrestling as a kid? What was it? Just learning how to use that aggression, trying to figure out a productive way to do it?
Bro, it's crazy how, bro, we had an asshole coach. Our wrestling coach in high school was an asshole. Shout out to Coach Johnson. Though, like, all of this be making sense in the grand scheme of things. Like, and wrestling is weight classes.
Yeah.
I was always the smallest kid ever, bro. Like, in 9th grade, no cap to you, bro, I weighed probably like 83 pounds.
80. Being in high school weighing 83 pounds is crazy.
Outrageous. Terrible, bro. Like, looking back at it, I'm like, damn, that's crazy. I weigh 80, no cap. 83 pounds. The only reason I know exactly how much I weigh is because I wrestled.
Yeah.
Every day after lunch, I used to walk out in the hallway. I'm chilling. I was like the dude, you know what I'm saying? I got all the fresh J's on.
Yeah.
This around 2013. You know how the J's was coming. That's when
you know I know.
That's when we wore basketball shoes to school. The
Yep.
KDs, the LeBrons. That's when that.
Talk to him. You talking about language now, bro.
No. That's when I used to have the elite socks.
Yeah.
Pulled all the way up with. Come on,
That's a good time. KD 4s, LeBron 9s, LeBron 10s. You could wear hoop shoes with a fit. That was clean.
That was
That was like the golden era.
Stand socks.
Yeah.
That was him. So it was around that time. You know, I was chilling. I had the green glow folds on.
Yeah.
You know, I'm thinking I'm the.
It's a good
you know
pair.
what I mean? And he just looking at me. He said, "Boy, you ain't tough." Don't know this guy though. Don't know this guy at all. And I'm like, bro, who is you talking to? And then that'll just happen every day. He like, wrestling practice started this time. Wrestling practice, da-da-da. I got somebody that's going to slam you on your head. That's how he talking to me though.
Yeah.
But to me, And I think they do stuff like that for a reason, to see the type of person you is. Because a regular person or a person that's not keen to that, be like, what does this dude talk about? Walk the other way. To me, I'm like, he ain't got nobody that's gonna do nothing to me. So I'm pulling up.
The competitive nature kind of get the best of you.
It came out, and I went to wrestling practice, and I enjoyed it. And wrestling saved my life in so many different ways, bro. I like to make these comparisons because, like, I remember the first day of wrestling practice. I'm walking home. I wasn't even gonna go. This was probably like 11th grade or 10th grade. I already wrestled in my 9th grade year. But it was probably like 10th grade, first day of wrestling practice. I'm walking home. I lived in apartments right next to the school.
Yeah.
And at the same time I'm walking home, he pulled up. Coach, same coach, shout out to you. He pulled up. He said, hey, wrestling practice started today. Get in the car. Took me in the car. Took me to wrestling practice. At the same exact time, my house was getting burglarized.
Wow.
There's somebody running through the house right now, taking everything. And at this very time, remember I told you I'm like 80 pounds.
Yeah.
The people we think knows the routines, right?
Yeah.
Only person that lived there was me and my mom. At the exact time that I would have been home was the exact time that they came through the house.
That's crazy.
And crazy enough, bro, that was the first day of wrestling practice.
Damn. And it's even more chilling that you wasn't going.
I wasn't
the
going.
coach see you.
Yeah.
So when you see stuff like that, that's just like, that got to be God, bro.
100%.
It's too much coincidence. It's not enough coincidences in the world to make that make sense. So you wrestling, and at the same time, did y'all wind up finding out who did it or how it happened? You ain't got to mention it on the pod, but it was just random.
Random, bro. But
was you still in Decatur at the time?
Yeah. I was right off Wesley.
Did they take anything like a sentimental value?
For sure.
Yeah, niggas done ran through.
Bro, they took the video game, bro. And that was around the time where I was deep into the game. You know what I mean? They took the video game. And my mama used to always tell me, she'd be like, because she come home, I don't hear her when she come home, because I got the headphones in. She used to always tell me, take them headphones out. You need to hear what's going on.
Yeah. And but you ain't thinking, you ain't thinking that.
What we talking about? Yeah. Game? If I had the headphones on and that was going on, it would have been crazy.
Yeah, damn. That's a crazy way of looking at it, because you're right. You probably would have been in the crib, playing the game, chilling, unwinding, and who knows. But shout out to Coach. And shout out to wrestling, like you said, bro. It puts you in a great situation. So you wrestling in high school, and you find yourself way out in Virginia.
Yeah.
Wrestling. Yeah. First off, AB in college, I got to get the lowdown. How was your college experience, and what was it like being away from Atlanta? Was this the first time you were away from home?
First time.
Okay, and you're in a part of Virginia. The DMV is known to have a lot of culture, but I don't think your school. Hold on, because I read it. It was a religious school.
Yeah.
So you got this nigga from Decatur,
100%,
all the way out in Virginia,
crazy,
at a religious school. How did you wind up going there, and what was that experience like? Because I know it had to be a culture shock from just being in Decatur, bro.
Religious white school too.
Yeah, PW. Yeah,
everybody, bro. You know what I mean? Only black people at that school was athletes. No cap. It was nobody at that school that was black that didn't play a sport. And the reason they was at that school was to play a sport. You know what I mean?
It was a private Baptist college.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Yeah, crazy. We had to go to chapel after school. It was crazy, bro. It was a culture shock. And the reason I went there was I was in Atlanta for a little minute. It was after high school. I was doing the routine that you seen, literally. I was doing that for it's probably been a year. I'm on that routine. I opened up my emails. I get a text, an email straight from the coach. And he said, hey, Avery, I'm at Bluefield College. This is our first year at a wrestling program. I've been doing some digging. He was doing research to see, like, wrestlers and stuff.
Yeah.
He said, this is my first year coaching, the first year ever they had a wrestling program. And he was basically looking to fill out the roster. I don't know what film he watched on me, but he knew all my stats from high school. He knew everything. I ain't gonna count my 12th grade year, bro, in wrestling. I was him.
You was nice.
I was nice, bro. I say, like, literally, I only got one regret in life, and that's my 12th grade year in high school wrestling, bro.
What? Wait, if you was nice, what you regret about it?
I had the flu.
Okay.
On the qualifying run. It was at regions, and you had to place top 3 in regions to go to state.
Okay.
And I caught the flu like 2 days before that, bro. But it's not a regret because it made sense. Like, everything just be happening, like, somehow, bro. But I had caught the flu, and I ain't gonna lie, I could have beat them boys.
Yeah.
Like, everybody that was wrestling that day, I beat 3 times. I was undefeated that year. I think at this point,
that
I'm like,
year?
Yeah, I'm like 17-0.
Damn.
I'm 17-0 right now. Like, it was crazy. And it got so bad, bro. Like, my coaches know I got the flu. They still pulled up to the house beeping the horns, 5 a.m. in the morning. Like, come on, come outside.
Yeah.
Like, come on. I'm like, man, I ain't coming. I'm straight. You know what I mean? I wish I would have went, though.
Yeah, damn. So, you know what they say, bro. If you good, they going to find you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of times, you know, you hear guys that lived in crazy towns or they went to these schools, but if you good enough, bro, they going to find you. And like you say, you had a senior year like that. I ain't surprised they came and found you. So now you find yourself all the way out here in Virginia at a Baptist college. It's a great opportunity. Don't get it twisted. Like, to be able to play collegiate anything is very, very impressive, especially where you come from, right? Like, a lot of people don't get those opportunities. You can probably name on one hand how many guys got scholarships. So you out here, what's your college experience like, and how was it wrestling at the collegiate level?
Culture shock. Culture shock. Culture shock. Like, coming from Decatur, bro, everybody looked like me. Everybody looked like me. Everybody talked like me. Everybody dressed like me. Everybody walked like me. It's the same person. You know what I'm saying? Like, you used to that. I kid you not, bro. That's the first time in my life that damn near, bro, no cap. It's going to sound weird. It's the first time in my life where I talk to white people.
Yeah.
No cap. Like,
before you continue, it's somebody at home that probably live in Iowa. Yeah. It's somebody at home that probably live in Charlotte and or whatever. And I don't think that's true. Yeah. Bro, I promise you, I lived in Atlanta for a long time. I can go 3 months without seeing a white person. And that's predominantly because Georgia, Atlanta in general is so much black people. Yeah. You kind of forget how the world works. This only exists here. Like, here in D.C., maybe one other place in the world, bro. But I'm just kind of co-signing that as you continue this story because somebody gonna think you lying. This nigga not like, this is really how it work in Atlanta for real.
You said seeing, imagine talking. Like, even if you see somebody, you ain't even.
You just going about your day.
Exactly.
Now you the minority used to being the majority. Yeah.
This is my first time ever being a minority, bro. It was crazy. It wasn't like no weird experiences I had or nothing, but it was just crazy. Like, culture shock. That's the best way I could put it. Culture shock, bro. But that taught me a lot of structure too, though. Like, getting out of your comfort zone is one of the best things you can do.
Absolutely.
One of the best things ever to do while you're young. You see different things. You see different people. You see how the world work a different way. Like, 10 out of 10 experience.
Yeah, and, you know, what was funny to me is as I'm watching and I'm looking, you'll be in your dorm. You'll be going to get lunch. You'll be even vlogging that experience. Even though you went to college, even though you're on a wrestling scholarship, you still are recording and vlogging. Bro, this shit meant a lot to you, even when a lot of people would have looked at getting a wrestling scholarship and going to college as like, all right, YouTube was fun, but this is my out. You was still documenting your life with some people would call the Ingo in front of you. Why do YouTube mean that much to you at the time? To where you still documenting your life even while you have something in front of you that people will give up everything for?
Bluefield made me realize that YouTube was the end goal. No cap. Bluefield made me realize that. I give so much props to the coach. I was talking to him probably like a year ago, and I texted him like, man, I appreciate you so much. Just because the first day of wrestling practice, what would y'all think your first day of wrestling practice going to be? Probably some drills.
Yeah.
Probably a little, fitting, getting your, stuff right, seeing where the locker. No, bro. He said, I need everybody to go get a journal. What, bro? What are you talking about? Can't handle wrestle, bro. Like, I ain't even talking to none of the teammates at that point. I'm trying to get active.
Yeah.
Now, go get a journal. Everybody go get a journal. We come back. He said on the first page of this journal, write down the best version of yourself. Write down where you see yourself. Write down the things that you want out of life. Still got this journal to this day.
Wow.
My first page, bro, I got a YouTube logo on that motherfucker. No cap. I'm writing down, like, that's the top of my mind, though. Like, man, I just want to record videos for real. Like, like, I just want to. That's why it was always in rotation. I was always recording. I was always thinking about YouTube.
People like that is so important to have. I think that coach or your high school coach, if those people aren't placed in your life, you probably somewhere completely different. 100%. The only difference between you and maybe somebody else out there who hasn't been able to do the things that they would like to is they probably didn't have the infrastructure that you probably needed. Man, I hear so many stories from athletes I've been able to work with over the time, and they'll tell me, like, man, I quit basketball, and they had a coach that pull up to their house, drag them out. Nah, this nigga's the number 2 overall pick in the league.
Crazy.
What happened if you don't have that? Like, for real. Crazy. It come down to the smallest things. When you really look back on life and you be like, man, I didn't want to go to this party. My homeboy dragged me out, and I wound up meeting the nigga I got a deal from. It's just small things. It's never the big things. It's the smallest details that changes your life in the largest fashion. So here you are. You out here. You wrestling. One of the things I've noticed when I was watching a lot of your videos back then, it would almost be like you're in school, but you're questioning, like, man, look, bro, I'm going to be honest with y'all. Y'all give me that 100K, I'm out. Yeah. Like it's like you knew that college wasn't for you, bro. Keep in mind, this is important to me because this is most niggas, like, once they get here, they good. You're in this situation, you're like, hey, give me to 100K, I'm gone. Yeah. Did you go to school because, like me, I went to junior college, but I felt like I went because I felt like I was supposed to do it. Yeah. Not because I wanted to. I didn't even know what I wanted to major in. Right, I went to college, bro, with a composition notebook and some pencils. I ain't have a laptop. I had nothing. I think I know. Did you go to college because you just felt like at the time we're taught the traditional way to be successful is go to college, get your education, get a career. Was that why? And of course wrestling, but I felt like I was watching at the time. You was kind of like, damn, man, I'm ready to go. Was I right in that way?
Originally, and not even Bluefield. I went to a college before Bluefield.
Okay.
I went to a college called the Art Institute of Atlanta.
Okay.
It was in Sandy Springs, bro. Art Institute is no longer around, but I went to that school, and the reason I went to that school was definitely because of that.
Yeah.
I was living at the time. I told you I wasn't living with my mama. My mama and my stepdad split up a long time ago.
Yeah.
But I was still living with my stepdad. It was weird as shit. I ain't gonna lie. But I remember the day I graduated. It was like probably like the day after he came in my room. He was like, all right, you graduated. Now what you gonna do? You get a job or go to school?
Yeah, shit come quick, bro.
Man, it came like, I ain't even, bro, I'm looking at my diploma. Why you talking to him? I'm like, twin, like,
you didn't get to hang it up yet.
Like, what we talking about? So it's like, all right, bro, we just gonna do whatever. Like, genuinely, bro, I was like, all right, it's whatever. So originally, for sure. Yeah. But Bluefield is the time when I really started just doing stuff on my own.
Okay.
So I feel like that decision, it was just like, bro, I done seen a lot here, bro. Let's just do something real quick. Let's just get uncomfortable real quick without even knowing that I was doing that. I did that.
Yeah. I'm going to change this, and then we can get back to it. This conversation is going great.
For sure. No, for sure, Tom.
If you ever see me glancing down, it's just to make sure I got my notes and I'm ready for the next question. So don't even worry about it, bro. So if shit full too,
did it at the perfect time though. Perfect time. Fact.
All right, so we got a chance to talk about early life. Let's get into where YouTube started to, I ain't gonna say take off because it took some time, but let's get into how it started. If my research is right, you said you've been uploading since you was like 11 years old, or at least creating videos, but did you seriously start getting into like uploading and locking in around like what, 2017 you would say?
Yeah, 2017, that's the graduation year.
Yep.
That's when I started going public.
Okay, so 2017 you start, and what's changed the most about content since 2017? Because as you mentioned, I started 2017 as well. It was not the same like it is now. It wasn't even like cool to be a YouTuber at this point yet. It was still very cliche. If you vlog out with a camera, you're almost like a sore thumb. People looking at you like you crazy. It is so acceptable now. It's so normalized now.
We walk so they can. We crawl.
Yeah.
Nah, we crawl, twin. I ain't gonna lie. It was to the point. We had cameras in high school. People looking like, bro, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Is you recording right now? But especially if you came from an urban place, it's like people are damn near like degrade you because you, bro, don't come around me with no camera, bro. Like, I'm serious. Like, y'all probably think bro, you come around somebody with a camera, they think you the police for real.
I swear, yo, bro, it's funny. I'm talking to my boy Joe last night. I'm originally from Cleveland, Ohio. And he like, yo, bro, when you move from Cleveland, I moved after I graduated high school. He like, when you move, bro, he was like, you think you would be doing this shit now that you doing if you were living in Cleveland? I said, bro, ain't no way. If I would have bringing a camera around, y'all niggas, yo, doing shit like that, I swear to, I said verbatim, niggas would have thought I was police. Yeah. You bringing out cameras and shit around the neighborhood on the block, like, bro, niggas, it's not cool.
And that sounds so crazy to say
true.
Right now, but that's facts.
I know, bro.
Yeah.
Now, Atlanta, thank God for Atlanta, though it was probably still very unpopular, it was, but Atlanta is way more outside the box and more creative, and it's more accepting.
It was accepted, yeah.
Yeah, it's more accepting than Cleveland, even though it still has its parts where niggas might look at you a little bit taboo. I want you to finish, but I wanted you to know I truly understand that because where I'm from, boy, ain't no way.
You get it.
I swear to God. Yeah, it's true. 2017? Yeah. Nigga. I felt your I was in there with you, bro.
I ain't going for that, bro. So you would have to duck off and find your little sectors for real. You know what I mean? Like,
or find some new friends that was like into that.
Real spill though. Like, bro, like I done went from hanging with a certain group of people every day to having to like revamp to hang with a whole new crowd that was carrying cameras every day. And a lot of people don't want to go through that transition, bro. A lot of people, they don't want that discomfort, so they never do the thing that their soul is calling them to do, bro.
I think what was cool about watching some of your early videos was you was doing everything from skits, pranks, movie trailer reactions. Everything. Was that the time you were trying to figure out, where do I belong here? What's my niche? What am I going to do? What can I hang my hat on? Because I like the fact that you threw everything on the wall. You're like, what sticks?
100%.
Right.
I was having fun.
Yeah.
Bro, I was having fun, bro. I think that's a lost art today, bro. Like, genuinely just having fun on camera, not being scared, not being apologetic on it, bro. Just doing whatever you see. Like, if you scrolling and you see something you like everything that I posted, bro, man, I did a scary reaction, like a scary commentary reaction. I would watch them, though. I would watch people do that. I'm like, I'm going to do the same thing. So that's the type of time I was on. Like you said, bro, just throwing everything at the wall.
And that's funny because so many people are afraid to try new things. And then I hear your story. You already been uncomfortable. Yeah. That box is already checked. That's what happens like when you go through things early. I already been uncomfortable, bro. I'm good being uncomfortable. I'm going to try things.
Do the worst, so
yeah.
None.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, all right. So you doing everything. And then I notice, okay, this nigga like, anytime you link up with the girl, whether it's a prank, it's anything involving you and a different perspective, a female perspective, is doing well. Did you catch that early? And did you realize, damn, okay, they like to see me interact with, women?
I probably caught it late for real, bro.
Okay,
like,
okay.
I did it, it worked, and then I'll probably go back. Man, I remember that one time, bro, I hit like 300,000-400,000 on a public interview. In the next video, I was cooking French toast. So I was just doing stuff for real. And then it's just one day I was just sitting looking. I was like, oh, I understand it. Fast forward, hindsight 2020, polarity always going to work. You know what I mean? Masculine, feminine energies, seeing the difference, it's always going to be something, some type of conflict. That's why the #1 show in the world right now is Love Out. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So that's what it was. You know?
And you did that shit early to where I'm like, I can see it obviously because I'm going back and I'm looking like, damn, I know who you are now. I know what the world loves you for now. And I'm watching early like, damn, even back then, you look at this video, but when he does this, it was working back then. Yeah. And it's so cool to see that you like in the moment, nah, I ain't realize it. That's real shit. Like in the moment, nah, but it began to be something. So we're going to get to that a little bit later. But I also wanted to talk to you because you used to upload a lot of sneaker content. Yeah. Collection videos, how to lace videos. That's how I started. That's right up my alley. Are you still into sneakers? Like, do you still care? Because it seemed like back then you had all the J's, You was a really big sneakerhead, and you know I could talk to shoe shit for hours.
I was tuned in all y'all for real.
For real?
Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah, man. Kick Genius.
Kick
bro.
Genius. Shout out my boy Jay Jones, man.
Jones, I was tuned in back in the day. Bro.
Jay Jones. That channel was the reason why I started my channel. I tell Jay that all the time. They were like the first. They was hooping, which we love to hoop, and they had all the newest kicks. Well, it was like both.
And they was relatable.
Yes, very.
Relatable.
It was like
First
us.
people.
It was like us on camera.
Exactly. You know, yeah, for sure. So I was definitely a big sneakerhead, bro. That was the culture. That was the time. I came up, like I said, I came up in a time, bro, where when a release happened, the whole school knew about it.
Mm-hmm.
And when that Monday came in school, we looking on everybody's feet. Damn, who got them? Back when the Gammas was coming out.
Oh,
like,
man.
You know what I mean?
Was that the one for you? Was that the 11 for you in high school?
Missed them.
Okay, but like I remember for me, it was Cool Gray. When the Cool Gray 11 dropped when I was in high school, that was the one, nigga. That was the Gammas for you?
Gammas.
But that Gamma, even when the Gamma dropped this year, it went crazy again. Or was that last year? I can't think. Time is flying by. I think the Gamma dropped the end of last year. That shit went crazy again. Because it was only the second time it came out since then. But the Gamma was the one for you.
Yeah.
And you was making like how to lace videos, tutorials. Does AB still cop sneakers now? I see you got the designers on today. You grew out of that stage?
No, I don't cop sneakers.
Okay.
Bro.
Okay.
I don't cop sneakers no more, bro. I became a cartoon character, bro. Where like I wear the same shit every day. You know what I mean? So I kind of grew out of that a lot. I ain't gonna lie. But like I said, bro, I'm a product of what I'm watching. You know what I mean? Like you seeing all them videos because I'm watching people like you, bro.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yep.
I'm like, damn, that shit hard. I'm always the type of person, bro. I'm implementation.
Yeah.
I'm gonna implement it right away. Like even to this day, my girlfriend say, if you hear something, you gonna try it. Like, I'm fast with it. I read a book. I hear a concept. Bro, as soon as I close the book, I'm trying it.
Mm-hmm.
And I was the same way on YouTube.
I think maybe you've been here before. You're creative. I have. I learned this lesson. I bring it up because you said it. So many times I had an idea in my mind, and I don't do it. And I see it done, and I see how it went. I'm like, nigga, I had this in my notes 9 months ago. That shit, even if you aren't quick to react, it'll turn you into a person. Because you see how many times you probably dropped the ball on something that could have been huge. And it's so big to the point where if I was to bring up, nigga, man, you ain't come up with that shit. Ain't nobody gonna believe you now. But did that ever happen to you where you had an idea, you may have slept on it, or you didn't see the potential and then it happens?
Yeah. The biggest time, it happened to one of my friends, crazy. Like one of the biggest trends to hit YouTube. He told us in a room one day, he was like, man, what if I do this? I don't even want to say what it was.
Yeah. No need.
Like, what if I do this? Bro, I jumped up. I said, man, let me get that video. You ain't going to do it. He like, nah, I said it first.
Yep.
3 months later, that shit hit YouTube. Man, I looked at this dude.
Yeah, man.
And then he just did this.
I swear, it happened so fast. It's almost like as if niggas thought about this at the same time. Sometimes it doesn't, but it's like, so many times I just be in the room, like you said, with my boys, and I think of an idea and sit on it, especially early, 2018, and it'll do something. I'm like, fuck, man, I definitely should have done that. But before we get off the sneaker conversation, I gotta ask you, top 5 sneakers all time. I know you don't cop no more. At the time you was copping, just nostalgia purposes, I gotta ask for your top 5. See where your head is at.
Fire. Top 5 sneakers all time.
Your list, not politically correct. This is just AB.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. So you want me to go from 5 to 1?
Whatever you feel more comfortable with. You can say the best for last.
All right, I'm going to say the best for last, right? I'm going to say the best for last. At number 5. Now, that's going to be hard, though. I'm just going to say my 5 and then put them in order.
Okay.
Because off the top of my head, I got to go Jordan 1s. I was big on Jordan 1s. My first pair of Jordan 1s was a Storm Blues. I started late. That's
a good one, though. That's a if you know, you know. Storm Blues, if you know, you know.
When I started rocking them in school, I'm like, damn, these shit's hard. Definitely Jordan 11s. It's probably going to be down there all J's. We got to put some LeBrons in there, though.
Okay, which one?
We got to put some LeBrons in there. What's the LeBron's his last year on Miami, bro?
The 11. He had the King's Pride and everything. Is that the one you're talking about? The 10s. The 10s are amazing.
The 10s.
I love a LeBron 10, bro.
LeBron 10s, bro. Man, that take me back. Because if I'm not mistaken, right after that, he had dropped the Soldiers. Is that like
the Soldiers? I think after the 11, or it could have been in between the 11, but it was around that time.
Yeah, because I remember I had the 10s and then I had the Soldiers.
Yep.
Big LeBron fan.
Me too.
Yeah, the GOAT.
Facts.
No debate. No debate.
So we got some J's. We got 1s, 11s. We going LeBron 10.
Yeah.
We got 2 more.
You can never go. Oh, I ain't gonna lie though, bro. I gotta go. See, I'm thinking back then. I ain't thinking overall. I gotta go overall. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Air Force One.
Of course.
What are you talking about, bro? Air Force Ones is in the equation. And then I gotta go Dior B22s. They discontinued.
Okay, is those the ones you rocking now? Okay, yeah, those are dope. It's like a designer, high fashion runner. Yeah. So you kind of get the balance of both worlds.
Both worlds, yeah.
I like those a lot. Okay, so we talked upbringing, we talked early YouTube. Now let's talk about when you just ascended and start killing it, man. Around this time, you really cracked the code. I think you started to create content that was very interesting. I used to grow up, and it was a show on MTV called Room Raiders. Yeah. Now, the way you smiling, you familiar with, you creatively made a way for women to decide which guy they want to choose based on so many aspects. House, car, all of these things. How did that have any influence on you? And, what did you learn out of that? Because I felt like you grew so fast when you started doing that.
You just said it, bro. Literally, I'm familiar with it.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like I told you, I had older siblings, so I can't watch cartoons.
Yeah.
I gotta watch what they watch. Like I grew up fast because I'm always around older people, so I'm seeing what they watching. Like I even did a video. I don't know if you're familiar with it. It was a show on MTV. It was called Next.
I remember Next.
You know what I mean?
I remember Next. Parental guidance, all them joints. Yeah.
So that was always like thoughts in the back of my head. It got to a point where like I go somewhere and like look it up. Like, hold on, let me see how they did this, and then just bring it into YouTube. So that's a big cheat code, is to go outside of your niche and just like bring it into your niche. You know what I mean? So definitely, bro, inspiration for sure. And
it's super entertaining, man. It's been times where I'm watching one of your videos and I just call you like, yo, bro, your editing getting better, my nigga. Like, it's looking good. You probably don't even notice that this is happening, but I was very curious to ask you this question when I started looking at some of the content. Throughout recording so many different iterations of these type of videos where women have to, or men have to, choose who they want to date based off of things that maybe even materialistic or just base level, do you feel like you start to understand the human mind a little bit more because you just have so many case studies of who they pick, and then when they decide, they be like, damn, I ain't think I was... What do you learn from those videos? Because it's not a human experiment, but it kind of is, because you're watching real people make real decisions based off of only a limited amount of information.
Everything, bro. You learn so much, bro. It's like if Tiger Woods is at a golf course, and somebody hit the ball, he know which way it's going.
Yeah.
Because he just seen so many of the swings, and he know when he got right here, he kind of tilted a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I be telling people, bro, if I was in a dating market today, bro, I'd be a problem, just because I know so many different types of people. I feel like, bro, you learn for sure. Like
give me something that you may have learned from just the process of how somebody may think based on appearance or what you have or have not.
A girl knows she want to talk to you in like 3 seconds. A girl knows she going to give you her number in 3 seconds. A girl will react to guy number 1 and guy number 2 100% differently, and they could have said the same thing just based on something in her head. You know what I mean? Whether I ain't gonna get to, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Whether that might be something he got on, something he look like, something he do. A girl will respond totally different. Like, bruh, you can slide in a girl DM and say, yo, and she would be, he said no. The right dude slide and say, yo, he said, crazy.
It's so funny you bring that up. You go on Instagram or even Twitter. Twitter got all the clips. I'll go on Twitter and I'll see a girl that's at a party and she'll be like, yo, you too old to be here. And another nigga that's 2 years older than her, it's just who the nigga is, bro. It ain't about, you feel me? 100%. The rules don't apply to everybody. For example, a girl might be in a club. You grab her. Get off me. Yep. Another nigga grab her with some motion. She come right to.
Yes.
This nigga grabbed her the same way. It's not about what happens. It's about who does it. And that's when I learned a very valuable lesson. This works at anything. Remember this. It's not about who's right. It's always about who's liked. Always about who's liked. Think about it this way. If you get into it with somebody if you get into it with Mr. Beast, you can be 100% correct. But he's very loved. They're going to still choose his side, even if you're right, because it's more important to see who's liked. How many people you know that did somebody wrong, but they still get love and they make the other person feel bad because they may be more popular, right? They might have a little bit more clout, and that sways opinions. It's fucked up, but it's true.
It's fucked up. That's facts, though.
So the fact that you've been able to, watch that and see it up close, I was wondering, I'm like, man, this nigga got to pick up on this because you've seen it happen so many times now.
For sure.
Makes sense.
For sure.
So out of all these videos, I know everything can't make the cam, right? You probably seen some crazy shit behind the scenes that you like, nah, this can't. How many times does Avery B create content and shit gets out of hand to the point where like, yo, we can't keep that in there?
A lot of times. I don't want to say every video, but a lot of times, bro. And it be parts of it, you be like, whoa, that's, bro. I didn't have the time. I ain't going to expose who it is.
Yup, you don't need to.
I ain't going to tell the situation. I ain't going to tell the state. I ain't going to say nothing. I'm just going to tell you what happened, bro. There's this one guy. We was young, though.
Yep.
We was way younger, bro. Bro got a girlfriend. Man, we at the motherfucking B&B, and some girls was doing a prank on us to basically flirt with us to see what happened.
Something just stopped. My bad, one second.
You good. I heard that. Let me know where to pick up.
Remember where you at.
All right, bet. So we at the B&B, bro, and my guy, he got a girlfriend. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And there's some girls there. They did a prank on us, like on some flirting type timing. And when I say he overly folded, like a little too much. Like he started it to engage, and the video did his thing.
I'm sorry, bro. Yeah, I heard it again.
Good pickup, though. Okay, smooth. All right, bet.
So he overly folded.
Like it's like, bro, come on, twin. So the prank ended, and everybody found out it was a prank. Like, he's the only one folded, though. Like, they found out it was a prank, and we like, oh. I had to pull the girl aside. I was like, listen, I know this was a great video, but can you please just run it back?
Yeah.
And we gonna make this one better. I
Yeah.
You can't do, bro. Like, that was crazy. So
was it like a loyalty prank almost?
No, they was just, I ain't gonna cap. They hit them cameras really good. For real. It's like they already had the camera set up, and they was just trying to flirt with everybody.
Yeah.
And I'm in the back. I'm like, they acting weird.
Yeah. A little too nice.
Yeah. It's like, what's going on? But I ain't gonna cap. Twin tripped out.
So I got a question. I've been knowing you for a while. And I think one of the wildest shits I ever seen you do is box random niggas. Hey, bro, like, do you understand you literally might run across somebody that been training in boxing for about 4-5 years, and you might run up on somebody on the wrong day.
Yeah.
I love the idea of boxing random people, but do you ever consider this motherfucker might be the one?
Yeah, I do. And if you ever, the next time you watch one of them, bro, just look at it from the start.
Yeah.
Because I always look at the person first. So before I engage, I do this and I go around a couple times to kind of test it, bro. Because I could tell if somebody know what they doing. If they know what they doing, I'm going to hit a couple, come out. Hit a couple, come out. Right. You know what I mean? So I rely on that. But, yeah, definitely, that go across my mind every time I do it. Anytime I do that video, bro, I'm like, let this not be the day I get my ass knocked out. For sure. Yeah. But that also make it fun, though.
Yeah, because you really, trying to get the best of them, trying to get the best. Do you have a boxing background at all, or is that just something that you just thought, like, man, this would be kind of entertaining, which it is.
It started on YouTube, and I noticed like okay, this how it started, bro. I remember in 2021, it might have been 2020, bro. It was when I first was doing the YouTube thing, and everybody started to pick up on it. A subscriber texted me, bro, and it's go back to the thing where it's like, bro, who is you talking to, bro? A subscriber texted me. He was like, I got $500. I give you $500 if you box me. Random person, no cap, random, bro. So I'm like, let's do it. I said, when you want to do it? He said, I'll come to Atlanta next week. I was like, all right, I got 7 days.
The nigga even came to Atlanta.
Came to Atlanta. I said, bet I think he was like from North Carolina.
Yeah.
I'm like, I got 7 days. And then I was gonna make video out of it too.
Yeah.
I'm like, I got 7 days. I went to a random boxing place, and then I was like, hey, bro, I got 7 days to box somebody, bro. You can put me down. So we started. That was the first time I ever trained.
Yep.
And he was like, damn, bro, you pretty good. And I realized that wrestling translates to boxing.
Okay, I was gonna ask that next. Yep.
Translates. That's why if you look at MMA, majority of the top MMA people, they probably came from a wrestling background.
Yep.
Because wrestling, it translates so well because you already got the balance. You already got the footwork. You know what I mean? Now you just got to do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it started from that for real. And I realized that I jumped a couple steps because of that. You know what I mean? So he came through. I ain't gonna care. I did that boy.
Is that video up currently?
I did that boy.
Yeah, I'm about to go. Yeah.
Bro, that shit was. I came with $500 that day and a good video.
Imagine traveling to somebody else's city after you hit that nigga up trying to fight and getting your ass whooped and then having to drive back. Yeah. That's a long day. Shout out to bro wherever you are, man.
Shout out to you.
Yeah, shout out to you, bro. You're a brave guy.
For sure.
One of my favorite videos to ever watch of yours, bro. You got a chance to link up with an Atlanta legend, Rich Homie. 100%. What was it like linking up with him? I know at this time you was doing a series where you was asking for a feature and trying to figure out other people around that can do a feature. Talk to me about that process of you coming up with that idea, and how did you wind up landing on Rich Homie Quan?
I was doing market research one day, bro, and I see like white creators do stuff where they knock on people's doors and they'll do something in their demographic, in their niche. And I'm like, bro, what do people know me for? What can I do? So it's a cheat code, bro. Use your unfair advantages. You know what I mean? Unfair advantage being from Atlanta. Unfair advantage at that point being from Decatur.
Yep.
Rich Homie Quan went to McNair.
Yep.
I went to Southwest. That's literally very, very close. I used to play basketball at that exact. He got a song called 34. I used to ride the 34. Like, it was just like, you know what I'm saying? Unfair advantages, stuff like that. So it's like, I got a couple songs. Like, if I play a song, he might like it. So all of that just played into it. I'm like, bro, I'm gonna do this video. Let me think of all the rappers, where they be at, where I know. A week before I did the video, I was at like a reality show. They rented a B&B at a mansion. No cap. We seen Rich Homie Quan pull up in the Escalade. And I'm like, yo, that's Rich Homie Quan. Right?
Yeah.
And then he was like, he had yelled out the window. He was like, hey, man, y'all get these cars out the street. But we like, dang, that's Rich Homie Quan. And then we seen him pull up to the house. I'm like, yo, that's crazy. And then I did the video. I'm doing the video. I'm like, I looked at my cameraman. I was like, bro, I got to try it.
Got to.
So that's how it happened for real.
Genuine person, man. I think when I moved to Atlanta, I came here like 2014. He was the voice. If you do your research, I can't speak on it too much because I'm not from here. I know that's very important, Atlanta culture, being from here. But when I was here, I moved to College Park. I was on the south side. I could not leave my house. I could not walk 2 blocks. Yeah. I couldn't go to Welcome Mall Park to go hoop.
Yeah.
Everywhere I went, Rich Homie was getting played somewhere. He was like the voice of Atlanta at this time. And here you are with an opportunity to not only make a video with him, you approach him. Obviously, he says yes, speaking to his character. What was it like actually pulling up on him and getting that video done?
It's real, bro. It's still conversations that never hit the net I had with him. You know what I mean? Like, and these conversations was recorded too. It's just like, it was just so personal, and I'm like, bro, I'm not. And I go back to that, what you just said. Like, is it points in the video where you take? I had conversations with him on camera. It's like, nah, we cutting that out. We can't. Even, you know what I mean? I ain't gonna count. He was a very genuine person, bro. A very genuine spirit, very genuine soul, bro. You know what I mean? Just allowing me and my cameraman to walk into his house.
Literally.
Like, what we talking about right now? He don't know me from a can of paint. You know what I mean? And beautiful, bro. It was crazy. Still the most surreal moment on YouTube.
Yeah.
Like, just seeing, like how you just said, bro, like, coming from hearing this dude everywhere, like, and then I got a chance to actually see him in the studio. it was so crazy. It's like actually seeing a true professional do something.
Yep.
It's different. It's like, damn. Like, he taught me stuff in the studio that day I ain't never seen nobody do. You know, he telling the engineer, bro, he is engineering the song from the studio. He got a whole, no cap, he got a flat screen in there where he see everything. He like, all right, take that, put it right there. Redo it.
Yep.
I'm like, what?
It's like you literally watching a master at work. It's like watching Kobe get up shots. It's like seeing a pro in his natural habitat work out. And if you ain't never been around it before, it's like, damn, bro, really, he understand this shit.
Yeah. Crazy.
So I know you mentioned some things musically, but being around him, I often learn that you learn most from people. They don't have to sit down and teach you anything. You learn from just watching how they go about life or just looking at how they attack things. Is there anything that you learn from being around them in that short moment of time that you probably take with you or just you remember from that?
Family oriented for sure. Definitely family oriented. I remember we was doing a video. He was like, and then we was gonna do a repeat video. I was like, what day you could do it? He was like, nah, I can't do it that day. I coach my son's football team. Like stuff people will never know. Like it's not brought. He coached his son's football team. Like what? What do you just say, bro? You know what I mean? Like heavy on family, bro. Just the way he talk, just the way he speak. Like he know what success is. He know what it takes to get success. And what you will notice, bro, successful people, they admire the same things. You know what I mean? Like he had complimented me on like just my like the tenacity of how I was doing things. Like, oh, you can't do it that day. Let's do it this day. How you want to do this? Like I'm texting him, hey, da 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 da. You want to do this song? Da da da. He was like, nah, rock with that. That's why I really wanted you for real to come over here. Like it started to become like that. You know what I mean? So I ain't gonna lie, he was definitely a real genuine guy, bro.
That's an amazing story, bro. And like I said, most people don't have that story to tell when you're able to meet somebody that you listen to, or you know, a lot of points, a soundtrack to your life at some point in time, right? Yeah. Obviously, you know, you had a great relationship with them. Do you remember like where you were at or what you were doing when you may have heard the bad news about his passing?
For sure, I was moving houses at the time, and I'm driving, and I get a phone call, and the phone call I get was like somebody who's in the industry a bit, you know, that know a lot of people in the industry. This before it hit the net, you know what I mean? I answered. She said, "Hey B, Rich Homie Quan died." I was like, because it ain't hit no net yet.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? It's one of them times
you would have thought that if that was the case, it would have been out.
I straight open it. I'm like, I don't see nothing.
Right.
She was like, nah, I just talked to his brother. You know what I mean? And I'm like, damn. That's how you know ain't nobody going to lie about it.
Yeah, ain't nobody going to play about that.
So that's how I found out.
Now, I think, man, this is what I love, man. You and Duke Dennis were the only two people I know that had big platforms on YouTube. Duke had him on a live stream. He ain't never, and since then, he's never had anybody on his live stream. It was only Rich Homie Quan. And you made content with Rich Homie Quan. Unfortunately, we live in a world where once you're no longer here, everybody, your best friend, everybody they just talk to you. Everybody had plans. And hopefully, if you're blessed enough to have good people around you, I pray to God, whenever I go, I'm going to tell, that nigga lying, man. hey, please tell the world, that nigga lying. I ain't talked to this nigga in 12, 15 years. When you seen that, did it rub you the wrong way? Because you knew a lot of people was coming out the woodwork acting like everything. You like, bro, that ain't the case, bro. So many people that said they talked to him and, you know, it's just not, why do people move like that?
I don't try to let nothing outside of me affect me. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't say rub me the wrong way. It's just like you see stuff and be like, yo, that's how it go. That's how life be, man.
Yep.
And you just gotta maneuver the right way. Like you just said, like, hey, when I go, just make sure, you know what I mean? So you just take it as knowledge, you know what I mean, to better light your future.
Yeah.
You feel me?
So, you know, we about an hour deep in this conversation. We got to know a lot about you. Before we leave, though, we got to talk about, we talked about the music you made, the music career. Brother, you really making music consistently. I don't know if you dropped in a minute, but you put out a project. You've been very musically inclined. Like, where did that come from? And do you have any plans to move that forward? Is anything cooking? Can you break some news or you working on something?
Bro, I literally do that for YouTube.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
that is nothing more than a YouTube side
Got you.
quest.
Got
And
you.
when I tell people, bro, you will be surprised. Like people will walk up to me in public, bro, where the music at? I'm like,
Drop some.
I'm like, when I just dropped a video today, like, what we talking about? But it's like it's a cool side quest, bro. You know what I mean? And people actually rock with the music. Like I've heard people playing the music.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? On their radios, on their stereos. Like I can go to my Instagram and show you stories of people like in the car around to work listening to the music.
How that make you feel though?
Crazy. It's like it's surreal, bro.
Because you don't think that what you create. Well, YouTube videos the same way. Whatever you create, people take and they love it. But musically, you don't even look at yourself as an actual artist. So like for you to have that type of impact that somebody would choose you over every artist in the world to listen to on their way to work, that means something.
Yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy. I don't even know how to make like genuinely, bro. I'd be like, wow, that's crazy.
Before we get out of here, man, I got a small section of the pod called In the Scope where this is all about you. I'm gonna ask you 5 questions. And I want you to be as honest as you possibly can. We're going to start with number 1, all right? Name a YouTuber you haven't collabed with that you would like to.
Eric.
I like Averyb, bro. I've been watching Averyb. I think he got some of the best thumbnails on YouTube, period. Whoever do his thumbnails, bro, tap in. Averyb is super creative.
Fire.
Why Averyb?
I love creators like that, bro. I love people who think outside the box. I love storytelling aspect of YouTube, bro. I got to meet him one time when I was at Beast Games.
Yeah.
I tapped in with him, but I ain't gonna care. I love his videos. That's one of my top 5 favorite YouTubers.
How was Beast Games, by the way?
It was smooth, bro. It was surreal, different, bro. Like I'm in awe at all times. Like just the way Jimmy think, bro, and the team he got around him. I ain't gonna cap. That guy hires the best people in the world. Seriously, you know what I mean? So definitely a surreal experience.
I got a chance to do a Mr. Beast video. And P, we pulled up to North Carolina to Mr. Beast headquarters to do Wipeout, where he hosted it and he gave a winner $100,000. Boy, I came in second place. I was sick. Damn. Kyle won that shit like he needed, nigga. Kyle don't need it. Give it to me. Anyway, damn. I got a chance to meet him, meet his team, and he also took us a tour around the office, showing us different feastables. At this time, I don't know if you remember, it was this huge prank where Kai on the 4th of July blew up his studio. Yep. But Mr. Beast had recreated his studio. So we were there on his set. And you absolutely right, bro. Like seeing how he moved, his team, he got an idea room that's like 3 times the size of this room. Every wall is a whiteboard and it's nothing but ideas. He a machine, bro. It's at this point, it's almost like everything is already set up for him. So all he has to do is like fly there, get there, and do the job because everything else is taken care of. It was an amazing experience, and I'm sure it was probably amazing for you.
I be telling my friends, they be like, man, you know, so-and-so, he can catch Mr. Beast. I be like, stop, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Catch Mr. Beast. Like, I seen it personally, bro. Like, he pull up for Beast Games, fly out to go do a video.
Real shit.
Fly out to go do a press conference, come back the next night to host it. Like, bro, do you sleep, bro? Like, he's different. When
we were doing that, he was building the set. He was building a gym, a track, and a basketball court for a video that just dropped 2 months ago. We did this video 2 years ago, nigga.
Yeah.
If you go and look at AMP Wipeout, we did the video 2 years ago. The nigga was building this set for a video that just dropped 2 months ago.
Yeah.
He had his friend in the gym, and you want to see how much weight he can lose in like 6 months or some shit like that. And if you know what video I'm talking about, nigga, he was building this shit 2 years ago. That blew my mind, bro.
Different, bro.
All right, so we got that. If you had to move from Atlanta, where would you be?
Houston, Texas.
That nigga, that's just another Atlanta.
Exactly.
So you don't want to be too estranged from what you used to.
I don't like going to places like I just came from Miami. I couldn't move to Miami.
Yeah, me either.
Because Miami wouldn't be Miami no more if you lived there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, if I heard when people first come to Georgia, they look at it like, oh, look at all the nature.
Yep.
It's so green.
Yep.
Never had that experience because I lived here. So I don't want, like, crazy stuff to be my norm.
Yep. Yachts and boats and
I don't
water.
want it to be my norm.
That's
I
a really
want to get away.
That's a good part. If you had to eat one food for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Wow. See, I gotta go healthy, bro, because I don't want to get like fat. You know what I mean? So I can deal with like some broccoli. I go broccoli.
Nigga, you could eat. Wait, hold on. You would eat broccoli for the rest of your life? I love broccoli too, but just broccoli.
Yeah. What would you eat?
I don't want to be like stereotype, but chicken. It's protein. It's good. You can make it a bunch of different ways.
Damn.
You know, you can bake it, you can air fry it, you can fry it.
My first choice is gonna be French fries, but I'm like, I can't do French fries.
You gonna need something to hold you over. I don't know how much broccoli I would need to be full and feel like whole.
Damn, I'm tripping, bro. I gotta take it or steak. I go steak.
Either or. That's okay. Bet we're gonna go with steak. All right. If you can get a feature for anybody for a YouTube video, who would it be? Who would give you this feature?
Explain what you mean.
All right. You had the series where you were trying to get features.
Okay.
Right?
Oh.
So on a song, you say you do music for YouTube.
Fire.
You got an opportunity to pick a name.
Lil
you get
Baby.
Lil Baby. That's the one? That's the one?
Sure. That's the goat. That's the goat right there, Lil Baby for sure.
Why Lil Baby out of everybody?
Bro, it's just so relatable. Like, I don't listen to music for like, oh, it's turned. Oh, yeah, vibes. I listen to music for the story. I listen to music for the relatability. Like, listening to Lil Baby, bro, like, especially from the 2017, 2018, 2019 run, it's like the stuff he's saying, the places he talking about, like, bro, I done did that same shit that you talk about. Like, I done been in that same place, that same spot. You know what I mean? And he just telling where he came from and how he blew up to a certain person, bro, is inspirational. You know what I mean? So definitely Lil Baby.
And last question, AV versus AB. Could you beat Adrian Broner in a boxing match?
Right now, probably, yeah. He fat as hell. He fat as hell right now. But I ain't gonna count he a pro. We ain't gonna act like he ain't.
You see how nice he still is on the mitts, bro?
We ain't gonna act like he ain't him.
Bro, when him and Dean in the gym working out, he is out of shape. But the niggas still move like a world champ. 100%. The footwork, the jump rope, the hand-eye coordination, he still got it.
You're not losing that.
You think you beat him?
I think I beat him on some, like, we need
sparring.
We need 10 rounds, 3-minute rounds.
It's gonna weigh up. You gonna get him on the back end.
I'm just gonna get out the way for the first 3 rounds, and he gonna get tired. Like, that's my only way of beating him. I'm not beating him just straight up. Hell no.
You gotta have some type of that's just your game plan. You gotta have a game plan.
I'm gonna play the long game in order to beat him. But just like boxer versus boxer, bro, he was, I ain't gonna cap. Like, do we not know who he? You feel me?
Yeah, he was like that. Man, AB, I appreciate you joining us, bro. The last question I got for you is very simple. I ask this for all my guests. Somebody at home watching you every day, they got dreams, aspirations of one day doing what you can do, no different than we had dreams and aspirations of doing what people before us did. If you could tell that person anything, give that person any advice to how you got to where you are now, what would you tell them? Because once again, I think the biggest gift we have is to inspire 100%. Other people.
Only thing I can tell you, bro, is action, bro. You got to take action. You know what I mean? You ain't got to have no type of ideas. The ideas is there. I'm pretty sure something just came in your head. Like, it's no shortage of ideas. Like how you were saying earlier, like you would think of something and somebody else would do it.
Yep.
The ideas is in the air, bro. Like, God give you the ideas. It's just up to you to take action on them. You know what I mean? So action. Even if it's the worst thing that ever happens, you're going to learn something from that imperfect action. So just do it.
You heard it here first. AB, I appreciate you, my brother, for jumping on a pod, man. As I mentioned, always solid, always good energy, bro. It's been a blessing just to be around and see how much you've grown and learned since the last time we talked. But, hey, like, comment, subscribe. Follow my boy Avery B, his YouTube channel. Follow him on the gram and watch him continue to grow. It's been another episode of In the Scope with Sniper Jones. Man, I appreciate you guys. Until next time, dream big. We out. Fire. My dog, man. That's smooth, bro. My nigga. Thank you again. Don't worry about it. I got it.
My God, appreciate you, man.
Bro, this is a good one.
W episode.
This is a good one, bro.